have spoken, and they're saying they want more years of douchebag.
My first year, um, this was the one of the red flags to me at uni.
Okay.
So it was probably my second week in, and we were having a conversation. We were having a discussion within the class, and I must have said, um, art is subjective, and like it like there's actually no worth to it. It's just to the viewer.
Yeah.
And then this lady named Claire, who was my lecturer, she basically said to me, these were her literal words. She said, "You will never have a future in this industry if you have thinking like that."
Well, it's true.
And
Probably. In a sense, if you're complying to a field like this, you'd presume that you're fully into it. But yes, you want to see the reality to it. But if you're selling to a customer, I feel like you'd have to.
Yeah.
But I agree with you. Yes, it's a lot of waffling.
Yeah. The thing is, it's just like, I don't know, for a senior lecturer who's been at the university for 15 plus years, to say that to a guy who's just coming into the university in his second week, it's like, bro.
You said uni's a scam.
Yeah.
Where does uni take it from here then?
What do you mean, like, how does uni progress from here?
So what does have to change to make it less of a scam?
I mean, if you just go back in time a little bit, like, I was talking to my senior lecturer, and he was saying how when he first came to the country, he literally paid £400.
And yeah, I remember Miss Burke, our RE teacher, said that she was the last year for free university.
Mm. And it's crazy to think that these, like, it was like they were getting this kind of intellectual level, like, education, for free, or for like this lower price, or like, but now it's like, for someone who's 15, that's pretty amazing.
For me, it's funny because I done it, but I done it from my mum's. So she went into the negative while I was just making money. So I was not coming, guy.
I mean, if the income is coming, but like when you're young, you kind of just need that. But the thing is, the bonds they try and cut that off. And he was talking about how one time he got caught, and they took the money from him. But it's like, if you take the money, like, what does that do? You're taking money away from a kid that felt like he earned it. Kind of like, I don't want to have to think about outfits. So I'd want it to look sick. So for me, the way I look at an outfit is like the silhouette on the body.
Yeah.
So for me, because like I have kind of like thick thighs, and I kind of have like I got bigger calves and stuff, and then I've got like a kind of slim waist. But yeah, so for me, it's like trying to find clothes that fit really nicely in my body is like one of the most important things. But I want to be able to just open my wardrobe. I want to just grab 3 things. Like, I want to get jacket, shirt, trousers, boom, and it all just matches. It all just works.
For me, like, I've just rotated into like jeans, a hoodie, and a hat, and like a coat, and that's it, and then I'm done. I can't be.
And like, life is just gonna throw the opportunity at me, and I'm gonna be like, yeah, this is me. But I think
are you
now,
thinking about it?
Right now, I'm in a place where I've matured, and I'm actively thinking, like, what can I do? What is my calling? So,
because I feel like even having those small thoughts, I feel like it might bring you that nugget accident. You know, having conversations, whether that's with me or someone else, like with my mentor, the conversation brought me to this.
Well, so during sixth form, during education in general, I've always been this guy where I've been that dude who never revised a single thing, and I just kind of got through with decent grades. So at GCSE, I didn't revise a single bit, and I flew by. And then when it came to A level, it kind of brought me down a little bit, because I was in that point where it was maths. Like, you have to revise for maths.
Oh, because you chose maths. Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah. And then so at that point, I was nowhere near ready to revise for maths, because I had never had that mindset. I was never like, yo, we need to like read, we need to keep doing these questions. So during lockdown, I have my course leaders on LinkedIn, innit?
Yeah.
And they must have posted something. They said, university lecturers wanted no university experience needed. And I'm sitting there, I'm looking at the screen thinking, you want a guy with no university experience to teach a university course? And that guy's got the job right now.
Oh, he has it.
He has the job. That's the guy I don't like.
But
and it's just,
so being in Kensington, what's it like? Because I remember you speaking highly about it, and you said you liked that vibe there. You liked how everything was. Did it hold up to the expectations?
Oh, yeah, Kingston. It was I don't know how to describe it, man. Kingston feels like, it just feels like East London, but just a little bit more affluent. It feels like, I don't know. It just feels like East London, but with more white people.
Yeah.
And then I don't know, man. I don't think it lived up to my expectation at all.
I mean, my uni didn't. I was like in Elephant and Castle.
Yeah, UAL is.
I was in like a dangerous place. I was like, I could tell like me going to Bonds, and then I'm back at another place where I'm like,
you're back in the ghetto.
Like, I'm back in there, and I'm like, I just can't do this anymore. You know, you're going to Tesco's, and you're just looking out. You got beef, like you got people, security guards fighting, stealing. I'm confused.
Yeah, while I was working, I don't know. I started to get to know the people at work more, and like one of them is now like one of my closest friends. I probably consider him like my best friend, probably. But yeah, we used to go drinking all the time. It was cool because like we would literally finish. You'd finish your late Uniqlo shift where they'd need like global pictures to be taken, blah blah blah, and then it's like it'd be 11, and you're in central London. And you're like, you know what? Let's go to the corner shop, grab a bottle of Russian Standard, go to the park and get fucking smacked. And then we just did, and it was just vibes, innit? So that summer.
Do you regret quickly wasting time like that?
No, not at all.
No, okay.
For me, it was like I don't think I could ever see it as wasting time. It was like building bonds that I didn't know I would ever have. As long as you're happy with yourself, other people's opinions don't really matter.
So so you cut a couple people from your life?
Yeah.
And they were good decisions?
I would say, yeah, definitely.
They make you, the fact that you dropped that, you're more happier?
Yeah, absolutely.
Are you a positive person? Do people recall to you as a positive person?
People definitely think I'm a positive person. I like to think that I'm pretty pessimistic.
Pessimistic in a sense of?
Like I think I'm a bit negative. Where
I feel like until you become self-aware, I feel you could have being pessimistic.
I think during sixth form, I was definitely an optimistic person. I think you knew that too.
Yeah, I thought you were calm, happy guy.
Yeah. I think just when you start hitting a certain stage where like you kind of go through stuff, and like when I started getting depressed during uni and blah, 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 that's when I started to like really question myself and really question my personality. And I wondered why I was like this or why I would do stuff like that. But for me to stay positive was, well, one, actually, so my one of my favorite quotes is Matthew McConaughey's 2014 Oscar Award.
Oh my
speech.
God, I actually watch it and I can tear up like every
single
time.
It's so good. It's so good.
Amazing.
Yeah, and it's just like something to look up to, something to look forward to, and then something to chase.
Yeah. Oh my, like
yeah. I watched the whole thing. That like it was. So for me, it's like being like a Kanye West fan, and being like a fan of his music and his style and stuff. Yeah, it's just like it was so insightful because you just hear so much in the media that Ye is crazy, that he's losing himself, and to hear him speak and to hear like the way Joe Rogan managed that interview, he did that exceptionally. Like
because I didn't know Kanye West could talk properly. Honestly, like I honestly thought that was.
But people act like he can't, and then Joe Rogan gave him the appreciation. He gave him the kindness that Kanye deserves, I guess. Yeah. And then Kanye, you could see that he was like he actually wanted to actively talk.
Yeah,
and the way.
No, say it.
Oh, and it's just like the way Kanye just, his mind just, it just vomits. Like
that's the only book you're reading now.
I read. So during lockdown, I read The Soul of Not Giving a Fuck.
Book. I read
Bro,
it.
This book is so corny. It's so corny.
Let me put in perspective this book. My mentor gave that book, And I think it's just the most bootleg person saying the most basic things to become a motivated or person. And I'm like saying, this is for the people who don't know nothing. I don't, it's good because it's there for some people, but I don't think I should be like offering this to anyone unless I see deemed like this is your very like peak or like start of the journey, you know?
Yeah.
I don't want to, like, I'm just saying, that was one of the worst books I've probably read. Like, there's other books, but it
just doesn't. There's no memorable moment. Like there's like when I was reading it, it's just like you're just reading the book.